Hello again, this is Eric, and so this is the third time I'm seeing you in this series of videos on the ship of Theseus. And then, so let me tell you what are the future videos coming up in the pipeline, okay, so this is thought experiment number 9, even though it's been divided into 3 parts. Yeah, so this is thought experiment number 9 for the ship of Theseus. We'll probably do one more thought experiment number 10. I don't know what it is about, but we'll probably just do one more thought of experiment 10, and then we'll call it a day, yeah, and then we'll move on to another series of videos. And the next series of videos is going to be on logic, yeah. It's one of my favorite subjects in philosophy, so we're going to talk about the different parts of logics and different applications of logic, And okay, so I have changed the background music in this particular video. So in this video, we are using the 1975 album called Ricochet by Tangerine Dream, yeah. And I love, German electronica. Some of my favorite bands are, German electronica genre, like for example, Kraftwerk, Tangerine Dream, Boney M. Yeah, you may not think that Boney M is actually an electronica band, but actually it is. Some people classify them as a 70s disco act, but actually you can also call them a German electronica band. Yeah, and then yeah. So let's hear a little bit of this Tangerine Dream Ricochet album a little bit before I continue with the video. Yeah, let's listen to a little bit of Tangerine Dream. Yeah, it's very nice, yeah. And then also you can hear the waves lapping at the beach, yeah. So it's really authentic, yeah. And that's the kind of videos that I want to create. I want to create authentic videos, yeah. All right, so let's get back to the ship of Theseus. And then in the previous 2 videos, we were trying to enunciate, what is the problem with the ship of Theseus, And so we were saying that, if you start with the ship and then you replace all the parts of the ship, at the end of the day, after all the parts of the ship has been replaced, and then do you still call this ship the original ship, or is it a completely different ship, And so it turns out that, no matter how you answer this question, whether you say yes, it's the same original ship, or no, it's a completely different ship, then, you still face, some kind of a difficult logical explanation to do, yeah. But it turns out that there is a very easy way to resolve this kind of conundrum. And the way, there are actually many solutions to this conundrum, but my favorite solution is what they call the 4-dimensionalism, yeah. That means you take 4 dimensions. That means 3 dimensions of space, yeah. So that means the ship is existing in a space of 3-dimensional space. But then the evolution of the ship over time is also 1 dimension, So that means the dimension of time. So you take the 3 dimensions of space and the 1 dimension of time together to form a 4-dimensional evolution of the ship. Then that's what they call the 4-dimensionalism solution of the ship of Theseus. And so what happens is, you take the ship, yeah, from the beginning, and over time, different parts of the ships are being replaced, and then so at the end of the day, all the parts of the ship have been replaced, and so now the ship is, it seems like a different ship, but if you consider the evolution of the ship over time, yeah, over time, a little bit is replaced, a little bit more is replaced, a little bit more is replaced, and eventually the whole ship will be completely replaced. And then if you take the evolution of the ship over time as just 1 dimension of this ship of Theseus, then the 4-dimensional manifestation of the ship, that means how the ship evolves over time, yeah, that means the 4-dimensional manifestation of the ship. If you consider the 4-dimensional evolution manifestation of the ship to be the complete ship of Theseus, then of course, the ship hasn't changed, Of course, over time, different parts of the ship will be replaced. But if you take the 4-dimensional manifestation of the ship as a whole ship of Theseus, then of course, whether you're at the beginning or at the end, you are still looking at the same ship, because I'm taking the 4-dimensional manifestation, 4-dimensional evolution of the ship as the complete ship of Theseus, And so then you may ask, well, clearly, at the beginning, the ship is the original ship of Theseus, but at the end, every part of the ship has been replaced, and it cannot be the same ship of Theseus. But I'm arguing that if you accept this four-dimensional manifestation of the ship of Theseus, then it's the same ship. Whether you're looking at the ship at the beginning or you're looking at the ship at the end, they are the same ship. Yeah, because if you look at the beginning of the ship of Theseus, that means that no parts have been replaced yet. If you look at the beginning, then it's what they call a time slice. Yeah, it's the beginning time slice of the ship of Theseus. If you look at the end of the ship, where every part of the ship has been replaced, then this is what they call the final time slice, of this ship of Theseus. The final time slice is just another time slice, of this four-dimensional manifestation of the ship of Theseus. So, by the same token, you can use this same argument to describe every stage of the ship at different points in time as different time slices. So therefore, if you take all the time slices together to form one package, then this whole package is what they call the four-dimensional evolution or four-dimensional manifestation of the ship of Theseus. Yeah. So therefore, the four-dimensional manifestation of the ship of Theseus is just one ship. Yeah. There's no change. Whether you're talking about the beginning or talking about the end, they're just different time slices of the same four-dimensional evolution of the ship. Yeah. So that is, I think, it's a very powerful, explanation. It's one of the most convincing, solution to this ship of Theseus conundrum. Yeah. All right. So I hope this argument convinces you. I love philosophical arguments, metaphysical discussion metaphysical discussions like this. It's one of my favorite subjects, one of my favorite pastimes. All right. So I'll see you in the next thought experiment number 10. Then we'll wrap up the whole series and then move on to the next series on logic. Yeah. All right. I'll see you then.